Hello everyone. So this will be your last video, not last video exactly, I will say this will be your last chapter for your second term, that is chapter number 4, heat and its effects. I hope that you people are all learning, preparing for your exams. Already the notes are given. All you need to do is to read the chapters, and you will understand it if you learn the chapter, if you read the chapter once, and if you show the video that I'm sharing. So in this chapter I will make two parts. In the first part, heat, what is heat, then you have expansion in solids, expansion in liquid, gases. Okay, so in the first part we will complete from heat to expansion due to heat. Okay, and in the next part we will be completing temperature and thermometer. Okay, so let's start. Now in this chapter, first you will be knowing about what is heat. Okay, so heat is actually the form of energy which is also called as thermal energy. Okay, now there are many effects of heat. First effect is a change in temperature. Okay, first change in temperature means what? When water, say suppose for example, when water is heated, its temperature increases. Okay, and it starts boiling. Then you have change in state. On boiling water, steam is evolved, that is its liquid state changes to its gaseous state. Then we have expansion. When we are heating water, some of it overflows due to expansion, that is increase in volume. Expansion means what? Increase in volume. So these are some of the effects of heat. Next we will be coming to expansion due to heat. Okay, in page number 32 you have one experiment, that is activity 4.2. okay, so let's start with this experiment, that is expansion due to heat. How increase in volume is taking place through heat. Okay, that one we will continue with the help of an experiment. Say here I have drawn, this is a ball and ring apparatus. Okay, this apparatus is called as what? Ball and ring apparatus, and we need one Bunsen burner. Okay, this is called as Bunsen burner. Now this ball and ring apparatus, it consists of a metal ball, okay, which fits exactly through a ring. This is the ring, as you can see here I have already written, it is a ring. And that ball is fitted just exactly through the ring, which is attached to a stand. Okay, now first we will heat the ball with the help of a Bunsen burner for a few minutes. Okay, and then when we will try the ball to pass through the ring, we will see that the ball is not passing through the ring. Okay, the hot ball does not pass through the ring because it has already expanded. Means what? It has already increased its volume. Due to heat, it has increased its volume. Now we will allow this ball to cool. Okay, after cooling we will see that the ball is again going through the ring. Okay, means what? It has contracted. It has not expanded, but it has contracted its shape, or you can say it has contracted its volume when it was cold. That's why it came through the ring. Okay, so this is about expansion due to heat. Now there are many examples given in your book. As you can see in page number 32, you will see many examples of solids given. You read those examples, along with the pictures are also given here, so you read it. These examples are very important, okay, to know the expansion of solids. Okay, next we will come to the expansion in liquids. Okay, so here also one experiment given about expansion in liquids. Let me show you one experiment, that is expansion in liquid. So here you see, for expansion of liquids, first we will be requiring a test tube. This is a test tube, or you can say it is a round bottom flask. Okay, let me show you another picture. Say this is the round bottom flask. Okay, then we will take one narrow tube. Inside the glass, inside the flask, inside the round bottom flask, we will put a narrow glass tube. How we will put the narrow glass tube? With the help of one-hole rubber stopper. This brown color is called as one-hole rubber stopper. Okay. Then we will be requiring Bunsen burner. Okay, we will be requiring Bunsen burner. As you can see in this picture, this is a Bunsen burner. Okay. Then what we will do? Inside the flask, we will be taking some food coloring agents. Okay, we will be taking some water, or you can take food coloring agents, and we will place it in a stand. Okay, then what we will do? We will pass, after we have passed the glass tube through one-hole rubber stopper, we will fix the stopper tightly into the mouth of the flask. The entire flask, in the entire flask, we will put the stopper along with the tube. Now, we will mark, first of all, we will mark the level of the water which is present, which is already present in the glass tube. Okay, and then we will heat the flask. Okay, we will heat the flask for 2 minutes, and then we will note the water level in the glass tube. What we will see on heating the water, what we will see that the water level rises. Okay, when we will heat the glass tube, we will see that the water level rises above the mark. Means what? The water has expanded. That's why it has risen up, showing that water has expanded. On cooling, when we will allow the flask to cool, what we will see that the water returns to its previous level. This shows that liquids expands when heated and contract on cooling. Okay, this is how expansion of liquids take place. Next, we will come to expansion due to expansion due to air. Expansion of air on heating. Expansion of gases due to air. So for that, what we will do? Again, another experiment. Let me show you. So first, again, we will take a stand. We will take a tripod stand. Then we will take a round bottom flask. We will take stopper. This yellow color is called a stopper. Then in that stopper we will place a glass tube, and then what we will do? We will invert the entire flask, and we will dip the free end of the tube, the free end of the glass tube, into a beaker. This is the beaker which contained colored water. Okay, then what we will do after we have placed it, after we have inverted the glass tube, what we will do? We will rub our palms together for a minute. Okay, and we will place them on the flask. Then what we will see? Then the heat which is present in our hand when it has been transferred to the glass tube, we will see that air bubbles are coming out of the tube. As you can see in the book also, air bubbles are coming out from the tube to the beaker. This is due to the heating of the hands. Due to the heat present in our hands, or you can say palms, it has the air has expanded. The air has expanded, and so bubbles are coming out at a faster rate. And when the flask will be cooled at room temperature, you will see that the water rises up. The water will rise up to the tube. This is because the remaining air which is present